It's not something that, you start a company, you always have the magic formula. It evolves. Over time, as you learn about the business you're in, steps that you take slowly bring you to a point where you believe you have something that is worthy of pursuing. And I find that if you truly believe that, not just telling yourself it, that ability to communicate the message becomes relevant. And it takes a long time. So not everybody buys into it, and therefore there's changes that must occur if you really are intending to make that become a part of the culture of the company. But if you pursue it, and there are enough people then who do buy into it, when you get that down to what I would call the base of the triangle where everybody works, then that starts working. So fortunately, it was a principle that I found easy to believe in, that most people do. That was the golden rule. And it wasn't something that we could send out as a memorandum of a policy. It was a way to talk about what it might mean and how we would treat each other and how we would expect, what they could expect of the company and what we'd expect of them.
I think that one of the, perhaps the major key to success, and my advice to young people starting into business, is that you've got to find something that you really, really love to do. There's the old saying, I'm not sure where it came from, although I heard it first from Harrison McCain, that if you really like what you're doing, you'll never have to work another day in your life. And I think there's a lot in that. If you don't like what you're doing, you're basically not going to do a good job at it. If you do like what you're doing and devote your life to it, the chances of success are reasonably good. I think that in terms of building a team, I have found that the best thing to do is to surround yourself with the best and most capable people you can find. And you empower them, you give them authority, you give them responsibility and accountability, and then you get out of their way.
There's another piece. It's called luck. Napoleon was once presented with a candidate to be a general in his army. And the people presenting him talked about his history, the campaigns he'd been on, his resume. And Napoleon threw it aside and said, I don't care about all that. Is he lucky? Now, luck has a big piece to play in what happens, plus or minus. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not good. But I remember one of my mentors who said, yeah, I've been lucky, but I worked pretty hard at it. So it wasn't all just over the fence. It happened in part because I worked at it. But luck is a piece in the puzzle.